In this video, I will install my brand new Micro Swiss Direct Drive Extruder NG on my Ender 3 Max. Hello makers and welcome to 3D Hub. My name is Maki and today I will install my Micro Swiss NG Direct Drive Extruder on my Ender 3 Max. But prior to this video, I did print a bracket for CR Touch. Micro Swiss provided STL files for fan shroud and brackets for CR Touch or BL Touch, and there is also an STL available for 3D printer with 5015 blow pan. All the download link will be in the description below. The first step is removing stock extruder and hot end. We are now ready for the next step, but take all the parts and set it aside for the extruder installation. First off, we need to remove the fan shroud of the extruder body. To do this, we need to unscrew two screws, one on the top right and the other one on the left side of the extruder body. Take the shroud off and set it aside. We can now prep the heater block. This packet contains the screw for the thermistor and the heater block assembly. So as always, I always apply boron nitride paste on the nozzle. This will improve thermal conductivity between the heater block and the nozzle, and it also acts as an anti-seize if in case we need to remove the nozzle later on. Now we can install the heater block to the extruder body. Make sure that we are pressing the heater block up against the extruder body. And now we can install the roller wheels. So take the two short screw with thread lock and install the two wheels on the top. Tighten it. Take the longer screw, put the wheels, and put the eccentric nut. Make sure that the longer boss is facing towards the extruder body. Washer and nylock nut, and just hand tight it. We can now slide the extruder body to the X gantry. Tighten the nut. And we can adjust the roller tension. Make sure it is snug. And free to move along the X-axis. And we can install the belt. The right side of the extruder body has two slots. In my case, I installing my belt on the outer slot, tighten it and make sure that the extruder body is moving along smoothly. And we can now prep the heater cartridge by applying boron nitride, making sure it's all around the cartridge. Removing the Kapton tape. This to make an easy installation of the thermistor. Slide the thermistor in and put the screw and tighten it in just a snug. Don't over tighten it and make sure that the wire is underneath that screw flange. And we can slide the heater cartridge to the heater block and tighten the two screws underneath the heater block. We can now install the silicone sock. Put new Kapton tape to protect the wires. And we can now install the part cooling pan to the shroud. To install this, we need a small self-tapping screw. Tighten it. Make sure that you don't over tighten it because it's just a plastic. We can now install the hot end cooling fan using the big self-tapping screw. Tighten it snug. And we can install the pan shroud to the extruder body. Installing the CR touch bracket. We can now install the CR touch probe. Tidy up the wire. And I did cut 30mm of PTFE tube and put it on top of the extruder body and the coupler clips. Micro Swiss didn't provide a nozzle to probe offset, but I did my measurement using my digital caliper. X is -48 and Y is -5. Micro Swiss provides step per millimeter for extruder. Save it on SD card and open it just like normal 3D printing and save it to your EEPROM. It is recommended to do a bed leveling, to do your own E-step calibration. Some of you may be wondering what happened to other part cooling fan. I did remove it because NG only supports one fan, but I did print another part cooling fan which supports 5015 blow fan if in case I have an issue with this setup. If you like this video, consider subscribing to keep you updated on what's coming up. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.